What on earth happened there? One minute I'm surveying a planet, the next minute all hell breaks loose. The station suddenly began decompressing. The defense systems all started going haywire. And now it seems to be accelerating away. Quite fast. Oh dear. Now I'm stuck down here. On this alien world. Okay, so we need to survey the situation, really. Let's fly... Oh, wait, what's going on with my jetpack? Oh! Ow! What on earth happened there? Oh no. I think my jetpack's broken. Whatever's happened up there on the station seems to have affected my equipment as well. My jetpack's broken. Yep, I'm not getting very much lift. Ugh, and fuel runs out very quickly. Oh god, what's that? Assert. Maybe they're the ones behind all of this. I thought this planet was uncharted. Maybe they've been keeping people away to keep the planet uncharted. Okay, no jetpack. No station. Well then, it looks like we're going to need to build some kind of base. We're going to need to get the survival kit off this escape pod and make it a more permanent fixture somewhere. Oh dear. Right, let's dig up some stuff. Right, let's get some stone in here and start getting some things made. I'll get a bit more stone while that's processing. Alright, let's queue up a bunch of steel plates. So I'm going to need that to build a base. Right, next thing we need to do is we definitely need to sort out this toolbar. Don't need any of that there. Well, here seems as good a spot as any to start a base, nice and flat. We'll go with that. Right, get this welded up. And then we can think about building the survival kit. Actually, I think we'll build the survival kit and a few other bits over here first. And then we can build up this thing as we go. What do we need for the survival kit? Oh no, the station's out of comms range now. Oh, how will I ever find it? We'll worry about that later. I need to get myself up and running first before I figure out how I'm going to get back up there. And we're also going to need to build a battery over here. Let's get one of them there. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to fly to build a wind tower. Oh, this is going to be really awkward. I'm going to need to build a ladder to get my wind tower all the way up there. So we do something like that. I have one of them there. And another set of stairs there. Another catwalk under there. And another one on top. And then we just keep building up like that. There we go, that will do. Need more construction components. Might go a little bit higher. Then I'll build a wind turbine so we can get some power over here. Oh, speaking of power, I need to recharge. Ugh. Right, the first thing on the list after survival kits and assembler. Figuring out how to automate mining. This is tedious. Oh, I need interior plate, obviously. Right, there we go. Wind turbine. What do we need for that? Not that much. And we also need some bits of this battery as well, don't we? Let's grab that. Oh yeah, I'm not going to get anywhere with that battery unless I've got power cells. Which means I need to get this assembler done first. Ugh, right. Let's get the assembler done first. Right, wind turbine. We have power. Right, we can get rid of these bits here, don't need them anymore. And then we can put that catwalk back, I think. There it is. Right, that's a basic assembler up and running. Right, we need to get some stuff into you so we can make power cells for that battery. Let's go and grab the stuff from over here. Let's just take all of it. And we'll just use you to refine stuff for us. Right, there we go. Power cells are in production. We're going to need a bit more stone and a few more resources to finish them off. Let's do some more drilling. What's my ice situation like? It's alright. It's not too bad. Might as well take those bottles. But there's no point taking the hydrogen one. And we have a battery. Fantastic. Oh, and it's charging. Nice. Okay, right. Let's move that survival kit. Right, that survival kit's mostly done. Now we can get away with grinding down the other one. And using that to finish it off. We're probably going to need a smaller refinery as well after that. Recharge one last time. There we go. Right, we've got something a little bit more permanent. That's better. And we need parts and resources. Right, let's start. I'm not running all the way back and forth over there. Thinking about it, realistically, I need to get an O2H2 generator on here as well. And I need to get a storage container. Need some interior plate. Right, let's harvest some bits off this escape pod. It's that time. I need to build some shelter to get out of this weather at some point as well. Right, cargo container. Refinery. O2H2 generator. That should be all the basic bits that I need. Ooh, we've got most of the things I need for that already. We are going to need to get a bit more stone though, so back down the mining hole. Right, that's my cargo container. That's my basic refinery. And that's my O2H2 generator. Fantastic. Right, let's get the ice out of this escape pod. Right, now we can dump everything in there. Sweet. Everything goes back to where it's supposed to. You've got ice. Cool. Right. Okay, we can recharge. We've got somewhere to build from and somewhere to survive from. What do I need to do next? I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm putting my faction icon on my survival kit. Right. Yeah, let's grind down the rest of this. And then we can maybe build an antenna around here somewhere. I need to find out what happened to that station. Why did it suddenly start decompressing? And why did it suddenly take off at maximum velocity? I need to focus on getting this little outpost up and running first. Okay then, next on the to-do list. We need an antenna. I think we need some kind of drilling arm to get resources into the base a little bit easier. I'm not doing all that back and forth drilling nonsense. Oh no, running out of energy. Running out of energy. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Right, that's the end of that escape pod. We can use those bits to build something more useful. Okay, the next thing I want to build, I want to get an antenna sorted out, so we can at least keep track of this base if we go wandering. Right, let's get that antenna welded up. Ugh, another 37 radio comms. And that is an antenna up and running. Fantastic. Right. I need to sort out this drilling situation. I am not running back and forth to that hole any longer. What can we do? What can we do? So if I move the basic assembler to there, then we can grind that one down. Yeah. We can weld this one back up. We can grab all of that stuff out of there. Shove all that back in there. We can have a conveyor connection there. And that's a conveyor connection built. Right, everything's connected back up again. Okay, let's build a little drilling arm thing to get us some stone. But let's build it away from the base a little bit. I don't want to be tearing up the ground directly underneath my feet. I can put a rotor on there. Oh damn, I'm going to need to build a ladder as well. Or a ramp. And then we can build a piston on top of there. Connector along there. We can have another piston there, so we can extend out. Another conveyor. And then another piston. And then I want to get a rotor on there, but I'm going to have to build some stuff first so I can extend that one up. Right. Let's do this conveyor connection first. Get all of this built. Right, that's the conveyor line nearly done. Right, that's one piston. It's two pistons. That's three pistons. Fantastic. Let's get rid of this little platform. Don't need this anymore. Right, I need to sort this out next. Okay, so we have that there like that. We have a scaff block there and a scaff block there. We have a set of stairs there. I can put a helm there to control this drill with. Groovy. We now have a control seat. Right, let's name some of this stuff to make it a little bit easier. Okay, for now we can set up some basic controls for these pistons. What can I do? For now, I'll just have increase and decrease velocity on them, I think. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. Move that up and out of the way a little bit. And then I can get a rotor on the bottom. Add a medium head to that. And I'll just put a small drill on there for now. I don't need a gigantic one. Right, that's another rotor. That's the rotor head. Connector. And that's our drill. Fantastic. Right, let's get rid of this. And we can set that drill up on this controller. And let's turn it on. In fact, actually. Let's extend the drill away from the base. So we're not drilling the floor immediately here. There we go. Right, let's turn that on. Oh, it's a bit wobbly, isn't it? Oh, I've forgotten. Share inertia tensor settings. What I've forgotten. There we go. That's more stable. Cool. Right, is that feeding into the refinery properly? Can't reach the survival kit. What's going on there? Okay, I'm not quite sure why that exploded, but let's try building that again and see what happens. Right, let's drop that piston down a little bit then. And see if that's working. What the heck just happened there? Okay, so apparently that setup is explosive. Is the drill somehow too close to the rotor head and causing damage? Well, let's put some bits on there like that. And raise the drill up a little bit more. Need more parts, obviously. Right, that's that welded up again. Right, let's try turning this drill on again. Right, the rotor's not taking any damage this time. Okay, maybe the drill was just too close. That's fine. Right. Actually do some better drilling now. There we go. Right. We're actually getting some materials. There we go. Fantastic. Right. Iron galore. Nickel galore, silicon galore. Right, what do I need to do next? I need some kind of shelter for myself, really. Don't want to just be standing out in the elements all day. The ice situation is not looking great. Although I don't really need a whole lot of it at the moment, seeing as I can't use my jetpack properly. We do have a bit of oxygen, but it's not very high on this planet. So I do need a way of collecting oxygen easily. Maybe I could build a vent and an oxygen tank into a little habitation somewhere. Right. Let's build a house. Let's figure out building a house. And let's have some power lines connecting that house. That'll do for a little bit of a start. I'll stick some stairs at the front there. You can get in nice and easily. Right. Walls, life support, things like that. You know what, let's cut back some of this. Oh, well, that wasn't a good idea. Be more careful. Alright, so that can be the foundation of the house. Let's build some walls. Need more steel plate. Oh, need more steel plate. Oh, need energy. Right, let's get a roof on this. And then we'll get it welded up. And then we can figure out what we're going to do about an oxygen supply. Because I need to be able to breathe properly. You know what? I could also do with putting a camera on the end of this drill so I can see things better. I reach, not falling in the hole. Yes, I can. Sweet. There we go. Now I can see. Ooh, not very well. Might need to put a light on there as well, I think. Now, let's make some adjustments to this drill. Let's take the drill off. We can pop a connector in there. And put the drill back on again. Then I should be able to get a turret controller in there. And I can use that to control the arm. Go. Turret controller. Sweet. Azimuth. Drill rotor. Camera. We need to rebuild the camera. What about that? Right, we can stick that camera on there. We can stick that drill on there as well. Then we can control it. Sweet. Let's turn that down a little bit. Let's turn that drill arm on. Dig down from there. Before we go any deeper again, we should probably put a light on there so you can see what's going on. Awesome. Right. Let's mine a whole load of stone. You know what? Until we find more cobalt, I might put another small assembler on here. Right, secondary basic assembler up and running. Let's get a whole load of steel plate made. Right, there's a front door. We need some windows as well, I think. A few walls as well. Okay then, we now have a roof over our head. Right, we need to get some kind of life support system in here so that I'm not always running out of O2. We also need some lights. Right, well for a start, we'll put a light up there. Right, you can see what we're doing now. So, life support system. We need to be able to breathe. Which means we're going to need an air vent somewhere. So if I cut a hole in there, I could put an air vent in that gap. I could put a conveyor there. Another conveyor there. Have an oxygen tank hiding in the ground a little bit. I could put a few more air vents on the side out here to extract O2, hopefully. We have a O2 tank. One air vent. We've got two air vents. We'll set it to depressurize as well. There we go, we've got oxygen going into that tank. Fantastic. Set that one up to do the same. That's filling up. And if we close that door, we are not pressurized. Because that is not airtight. Okay. I'm guessing it's going to be the same in all the other corners. Okay, we are airtight. We can breathe. All is good again. However, we do need a way of filling up our oxygen bottles from that tank. So let's take a block out here. Ooh, I've got just enough metal grids left for one more container. And then we definitely need to go and find some cobalt. Fantastic. We have a cargo container. But let's make it the same colour as the rest of the wall. I think I'll put an access panel cover over the front of it as well. Possibly these ones too, just to make them look a little bit nicer. Right, that's all of those access panels done. Do having somewhere to sleep, seeing as the sun is going down now. We could do with having somewhere to recharge. Right, let's build a bed. Might be space in here for now. Let's build one of them. We'll also build some lockers, so we've got somewhere to keep some stuff. We can have a desk to work at. We can have a little kitchen tucked in the corner. Alright, that's my lockers. My bed. That's my desk. And that's my little kitchen. Alright, let's try the bed out. Energy. That's better. I could probably do a little bit more storage in here, so I'm going to build a cargo crate as well. There we go, cargo crate, a little bit more storage. Nice. Good light up there. I'm not going to be able to reach that. I'm going to need a ramp. Go. See a little bit better now. Fantastic. Right, let's get rid of this. What we do, we put some lights up there too. Illuminate a little bit more of this area. So if I weld that up, what does it look like from here? Not too bad. Do that one as well. Sweet. Okay, we need to weld up the rest of this tower so it doesn't get damaged. Right, that's the tower all welded up. A few extra lights so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. I need to weld all this stuff up as well. Right, that's everything back here welded up. Now I reckon I should build myself at least somewhere to relax after everything that's happened today. So I think I'm going to build myself a TV and a couch. Alright, that's my TV. And that's my couch. Fantastic. Well then, today's been eventful. My station went haywire. I narrowly escaped with my life. But at least I'll have a roof over my head and a place to rest now. So I think I'm going to go to bed, and tomorrow we're going to look at building some kind of vehicle, because we need to go looking for better resources. We can't just live off stone forever. Anyway, we'll think about that tomorrow.